welcome back to my YouTube channel, Me Plus 3. So this is our second episode of I just thought about it. I gotta think of a name. Second episode of our we're just gonna say right now, Down Syndrome Awareness Month educational informational videos. I don't know. I'll think of a name soon. I just thought about it. But yeah, this is our second episode. So just to recap the last episode, I just was speaking on me being pregnant with Ayden. I got tested positive for having signs of Down syndrome, and so I went to the maternal fetal specialist, and they said they didn't see any signs of Down. Everything looked fine. I had Ayden at 35 weeks. He came the day before my baby shower. Yes, the day before my baby shower.
Pull back your thighs and pull your thighs towards you. Put your chin in your chest and push like you can.
There you go.
Yeah.
Push.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
Coming. Push.
A lot of hair.
One more time and push. Keep pushing. Okay, relax. Take another one and hold it and push.
Oh, yeah, Jay-Z, you pushing his head out. Push, Jay-Z.
Okay, hold it. Push it. Give me a little push. Oh my God.
Sam, look, Sam.
7-12.
There you go. They're going ahead and crying.
7-12. Congratulations.
Yeah, Jay-Z, you did good.
But anyway, I had him at 35 weeks and my water broke. So I went to Northside, and once I had him, my doctor came back in the room and said he has Down syndrome. And my first thought was confusion, because I went to the specialist and they said everything was fine. They didn't see any signs of Down. So my first thought was like, huh? And then let's be mindful. I am still on all the medications that they gave me, from the epidural to the morphine. And so I was just confused. I'm like, huh? So he explained to me, he has the hand across the line, because it's one of the features when you have that line is straight across your hand. And I mean, not the hand across the line across the hand. Also the toes, his toes, they got like finger toes. Like Ayden toes is so fat, and like fingers, they're so cute though. And also, just the neck, he had the extra skin in the back of the neck. So I'm just like, okay, so I was like, whatever, just let me see him. Like, I don't care, and so I would just want to stop right there and just speak on this. A lot of people don't take it very well when they found out their child has special needs or Down syndrome, autism, just in general. And it's okay. There is nothing wrong with feeling some type of way. That comes with anything in life. When it comes to anything that's unfamiliar, uncomfortable, unplanned, or anything, you're gonna have doubts, you're gonna feel some type of way, you're gonna say, why me? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Just speaking on me and how I took it, I was like, I don't care, Dad, let's learn up on it, let's figure it out, whatever. And as long as my son's breathing, I don't care. I just want to see him. Moving forward, they told me also Ayden was not eating, just laying there with no energy. You can tell. We went to see him in the nursery, and then he just had no energy whatsoever. So they ended up sending him down to the NICU. Then I had a cardiologist come in my room, and they're now telling me that Ayden has heart failure. Well, I'm just like, heart failure? They was like, oh, but it's not as bad as it sounds. Like, it's not as bad as it sounds. So anyway, they basically said, that was just what I was thinking when they were saying this, but he had a hole in his heart and that he would have to have heart surgery. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, what in the world? That was a lot of information from just having a child. Like, they gave me no time to wake up, to be in a correct mind state, and they just hit me with everything at one time. And I'm just like, okay, we're gonna have to do some research. And I honestly told them, Dad and I told them, like, just stop talking to me right now. I'm still trying to get better, and I just had a whole baby, and y'all just giving me information within not even hours of me having a baby. Within an hour. And I'm just like, can I get a second? Like, I'm spending time skin to skin with my child. Can y'all tell me this information in a minute? So moving forward, Ayden had to stay in the NICU for a month. And I'm not going to lie, that was one of the hardest things ever. For one, we just found out our child had Down syndrome. Then he has a hole in his heart. And he has feeding problems, so he's feeding through a tube. And I can't take my son home. My firstborn son, and I can't take him home. I'm just gonna be honest, y'all. I was living in my mom's house at the time. She had I was living in the basement. It was like an apartment down there. Every night, my mom didn't even know. I don't even know if she knows until this day. I cried on my hands and knees every night in that basement. Every night. I was so hurt that, for one, I couldn't take my child home. You know, he's not with me, and I can't stay the night in the NICU because there's no bed in there. So, like, I was just so hurt. It was so hard. I'm not gonna lie, me and Dad, we weren't on the best terms. We weren't on the worst either, but we wasn't exactly together. We didn't have each other right then and there with each other while going through it. But what we did was we made sure there wasn't a minute missed when he was in NICU. We were those parents that if I wasn't there, he was there. Like, we took turns, or he only went through the night and I mainly went through the day. And we made sure, and when we were there, we did for our child. We changed the diapers, we did everything. And it was like, oh, really? Y'all gonna? Yes, this is our child. We are going to do this. And we made sure, like, we did not miss a beat. But it was so hard. Like, I was just crying, praying to God to just strengthen me, because, like, I just couldn't, like, my child wasn't with me, and I couldn't take him home. You know, he has this hole in his heart. I'm so confused. I don't know much about Down syndrome. They gave me books. They gave me everything. One thing I will say, because he came the day before my baby shower, I had a lot of family coming in town for the baby shower, so they all got to come to the hospital and see him. And my baby had so many praying hands on him. When I say so many, I mean, even my doctor is a believer. He prayed over Ayden. From my aunt, grandma, moms, everybody prayed over my baby. And I'm so thankful for y'all, and thankful for y'all just being there in general. But yeah, it was definitely a hard time. It was difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I just did further research. He stayed in the hospital, so I had to do the CPR test. He had to do a car seat test where he sat in a car seat for an hour. That's the average time of driving in Georgia. Yes, an hour because of this traffic. He did that, and we had to, the biggest thing is I had to learn how to put the tube down. And when it comes to stuff like that, like blood and cuts, and I'm like, so putting a tube down, I'm just like, oh no. So every day I'm like, no, I'm not ready. And then one day, I'm telling you, one day, I was just like, okay, I'm ready. Like, teach me right now before I don't want to know anymore. They taught me, and I will show you guys a little simple thing of how you do it with the tube. All right, so this is just a little video of how to put the tube in. I am a grown-up, so this tube is not long enough for me. But we're gonna pretend that this is on a child. So this is the NG tube. It goes down in your stomach, through your nose, down to your stomach. This is actually his Ayden actual tube that he used when he was a baby. So how you would determine how far to put the tube down is a way you can do it. But first, I want to show you, like, there are numbers on the tube that allows you to mark it to see where to stop when putting the tube down. So the way to determine what number to stop it at, you would start at the tip of your nose to the point of your ear, and then you would take that and go down to the stomach. And you will go down to the stomach, and then you will mark the number you're at. So we're just gonna say we're at 28. We're gonna mark it 28. It's numbers on here. And so once you do, you just go push it down real quick, all the way down. You stop at the number, of course. So we're imagining this part is inside, and then you have this taped on the side, and then this is the feeding part. And so the way you can know that it's in the right spot, you'll have to get a stethoscope, and you would have to listen and kind of take a syringe with nothing in it and just press so you can see. You'll want to hear the air, a certain sound that you're looking for to hear through the stethoscope once you put the syringe in this tube to see. But yeah, so that's it. I became a pro at it because that's just what moms do. We rock. We learn stuff quickly, and we learn as we go. There's no rule book. There's no guide to this. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys that, and continue watching the rest of the video. It was definitely an experience. Like, I felt like I was a nurse. That was pretty much the birth of, Ayden. And so when leaving the hospital, they gave me a paper that I will show you guys to call these doctors. 6 different doctors: pediatrician, GI doctor, cardiologist, feeding therapy, Emory genetics, and audiology. The 6, yeah. And I'm like, say what? Oh yeah, I'm gonna need a book, because I'm very organized. So I'm like, I'm gonna need a big notebook. I'm gonna need a lot of stuff. Six doctors, 6 appointments. It was a lot.
We'll let you get a good hold of him in a minute.
All right, well, thank you so much for watching episode 2 of our Down Syndrome Awareness Month episodes. I will come up with a name by the time of the 3rd episode. Or if you have any suggestions for names or anything, just let me know in the comment section. Also, like, subscribe, and share, and post any questions that you may have, and I will address in future videos. Anybody who is new and watching, I hope you are enjoying the videos, and I thank you guys for all your support. And that's a wrap. Have a great day.